again. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. We're doing another Q&A segment on my channel, so if this is your first time being up here and stuff, I welcome you, where we cover any and all things dealing with the trucking industry, about anything that you can name, from being a company driver to being an own operator, having your own authority, so on and so forth. If you have any questions, again, put them on out there and stuff, man. We'll try to answer them as much as possible. We're doing a take two from yesterday. We're giving a take two from yesterday where, we were talking about who else giving a breakdown of financial literacy. Okay, so, same as always, as you guys come in, give me a thumbs up. Let me know my audio and stuff is good. And you can fire away your questions. Meanwhile, I'll just be putting some things and stuff out there, that can or will be useful to you. Um, let's see, before we get started and stuff, right? I'm starting to get a lot of phone calls, or particularly on my Instagram page and stuff. A lot of guys stuff hit me up on Instagram, and they are telling me, they're giving me, opportunities and stuff like that to do business with me and stuff like that, for things and stuff that I need. And so, um, what I'm saying is that if you have, if you are, um, whatever business and stuff that you want to do, if you're having difficulty and stuff with the English language, right, that's not a problem. I'll just, when we speak and stuff, I'll just let you know. I'll give you my email address and stuff like that. You send your business portfolio to my email address. I'll read it from there and stuff, and then we'll go in, we'll coerce and stuff, back and forth that way. I hope I got this thing set up correctly. I hope I got it set up correctly and stuff. So anyway, like I said, I'm getting a lot of phone calls. And it's from people outside of the country actually and stuff. So again, I'm here to help. Um, I'm definitely, I'm definitely good and stuff, man. We're doing business with you. It's just, all right, brother Andrew, what's going on with you? The headset's on. Okay, is my volume good? Because I may have to start over. I got two thumbs up and stuff. Is my volume okay? Can y'all hear me? We got with thumbs. A little, a little. Dude, wait a minute. Some volumes up. Sounds like the Bluetooth is on. Okay, yeah, I tried to set this thing. I tell you what, we're gonna start over again and stuff. I'm gonna set this thing up correctly. It was working fine yesterday. So in fact, well, I'm not even gonna do the whole Bluetooth thing. So guys, all right, give me a few minutes. Let me go and set this. Let me go on. You know what? Hold on. Hold on. I can do this right here. Hey, am I coming through? Okay, I'm back live. I'm back live. All right. Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me? Okay. Okay, it's clear. Okay, all right. So yeah, I guess I had good reception. Yeah, well, I had a good setup and stuff yesterday and stuff. And so today, okay, Cootie Bang, what's going on with you? Stuff, appreciate it. All right, so like I was saying and stuff is that it's a lot of guys reaching out from Instagram and stuff. And, they want to do, they want to course and business with me and stuff like that. It's just the problem that I'm having is that when guys call, you know, their English is not good, and so like I said, it's not a problem. It's just if your English is not on point, right? Just you know, I'll send you my email address and stuff, right? You send your business portfolio over there and stuff, and then we can coerce and stuff that way, right? Cause I mean, what I don't want to be doing and stuff is that when we're talking, I don't want to
keep asking you and stuff. All right, what did you say? You know, because I don't want to get lost in translation. Because the guy was talking about, you know, especially he was talking about numbers, right? All right, brother Brandon, what's going on with you? He was talking about numbers, facts, and figures, and so I had misheard him several times and stuff, right? And I thought he was saying 40. I thought he was saying 40. He was actually saying 80. And so I didn't want to get it misquoted. So he sent me the business portfolio over and stuff. I read it and so I'm like, okay, all right, now I got to understand and stuff for that. So, you know, again, if you want to do business with me and stuff, I don't have a problem with it. It's just, you know, if the language barrier is not going to be a problem. It's just, you're just going to have to deal with the email or either text. Email, text, and instant messages. You're going to have to do it that way. All right, so you're getting your truck rebuilt next month. $8,200. Okay. Who's gonna be doing your rebuild? Who's gonna be doing your rebuild and stuff? Also, we wait for brother DL, right? DL, like I promised DL and stuff in the last feed, is that I'll answer his question first, and then, you know, so if you got any questions, just put it on up there. But I'm looking for DLs and stuff first, so I'm gonna get DLs knocked out of the way, and then, you know, we'll go into the other conversation and stuff there. So, but I want to do, still want to talk yesterday. Let's see, Richard Diamond, Chesapeake, Virginia, best on the East Coast. Okay, all right, so, I guess if it's time for it, he gonna do it for 82 and stuff. Then, man, hey, go ahead and knock it out. Yeah, go ahead and knock it on out and stuff, man. I mean, shoot, you know. And there go. Once you do that rebuild, that's it. You ain't gotta do nothing else. You ain't gotta do nothing else to it. Transmission done. You know, the transmission done and stuff. You know, let's see. You got the rear. You got the rear main seal done. The motor's done. You're gonna get the motor done next month. So, yeah, that's it. You got 5 years before you even have to go back in the block again if you do it right. Then, of course, the transmission, you ain't got to ever touch that again. Okay, all right. So, anyway, we'll go ahead and cover from yesterday and stuff, right? About, let's see. I'm just doing into the lower your taxable income. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I was talking about that yesterday. Yeah, I was talking about that yesterday too and stuff about how guys need to, you know, and make sure that you're putting your money and stuff into business. All right. So yesterday, I was talking about like guys that are showing these settlements and stuff and saying that they're making $5,000 a week, right? So you're making $5,000 a week and stuff. You're being consistent, and so I say, man, you run for 1 year. If you run for 1 year, right, then you'll have everything and stuff that you need because you got $260,000. All right, Mr. Turner, what's going on? You got $260,000. So let's be realistic and stuff with the numbers, right? We ain't gonna do 5,000. We're not gonna do 5,000 and stuff cleared. We're gonna do 2,500. We're gonna do 2,500 cleared and stuff. That means you're in the lease program. You're in the lease program. You're starting out with $0. What are you doing stuff from that position right there and stuff, right? That seems to be the more popular way and stuff where people are going, right? Now, 2,500 a week, right? That's a realistic figure and stuff after everything is clear. So 25 times 52 is $130,000. $130,000, okay? Now, remember, that's cleared. You don't owe anything. You're not going to owe anything and stuff on the truck. You're not going to owe anything on the truck. That means the maintenance, insurance, so on and so forth. They already got the money. You're clearing $2,500. So, you net $4,558 with your own authority. Okay. All right. I'm talking about the guys that ain't got their own authority. I'm talking about the guys and stuff that are having, you know, these difficulties and stuff, you know, and get things started. I'm talking about the guys that are sitting there talking about they're making $5,000 take home, right? They're making $5,000 take home consistently, and then they're in a lease program and stuff 2 or 3 years later. I'm talking to these guys here and stuff, right? I'm talking to the guys that are talking about getting out here, getting started. Let's see. Party hard guys repair bill $57.50 plus hotel and towing. Right. Okay. Now that sounds about right. They be lying. Yeah. Well, according to most of them, Brandon, they sit there. They're posting up settlements and stuff like that. You see their live feeds, you see their social, you go on their social media page and stuff, and you let them tell it. They're up there posting and saying, hey man, listen, this is what I'm doing. So again, I'm going from a realistic number. I did an unrealistic number, which was $5,000, right? So we're doing at 2,500. So 2,500, you cleared 130,000 if you work for 52 weeks, which you're supposed to be doing, right? Because you're starting out with $0. Okay, so you dedicate yourself 1 year and stuff into making that $130,000, right? Now that's $130,000 cleared. So what's the next thing that you have to focus on? I said, remember, you got to be a bit of a minimalist, right? You got to be a minimalist. So you're going to be paying bills and stuff at the house. If you got a wife and you got children and stuff like that. So, what's going to be a nice figure and stuff, a safe figure to send to the house and stuff every month? They make all this money, but when the truck break down, the money is gone. Right. Okay. Well, we're trying to, we're putting things in its proper perspective today. We're putting it in its proper perspective today and stuff. So $2,500 is what you're clearing, right? So your bills and stuff at the house, I'm gonna give you all right, with everything and stuff included, with the children and stuff like that. Can I say $2,100 is a safe figure? Can I say $2,100 is a safe figure? Is that a sound right figure to pay for every single bill and stuff at the house? $2,100. $2,100. Can we go with $2,100? Right, $10,000. So I'm gonna get a whole breakdown. But I'm saying now, as far as your bills at the house, can I say safely $2,100 a month is what you're gonna be spending on bills? $15,000 DD15. Okay, all right. I want everybody's stuff to be on par and stuff, right? On what I'm talking about, because I'm giving you the whole breakdown. But I just need everybody to agree that $2,100 is a safe figure and stuff to pay your bills at the house. $2,100. That's rent. You have no bills. Okay, all right. We ain't talking about you. We ain't talking about you and stuff, right? See, you in the best case scenario. I'm talking about those who got wife and got kids. $2,100. That's what I was spending in my old house. All right, $2,100. Okay. All right. Now, $2,100 and stuff, right? Hold on, I better let's get the calculator out and stuff, so that I don't sit out there and just be throwing numbers out there just to be throwing numbers. Let me get my handy dandy calculator. Hold on, give me 1 second. 1 second. Okay, so 2,100. All right, so we doing 2,100. So we're gonna multiply that times 12. Okay, that's $25,200. That's $25,200. That's how much it's gonna cost you to pay your bills and stuff for 12 months. $25,200. Remember, you made $2,500 a week, right? Times 52 is $130,000. So if we're taking $25,000 from that, we're taking $25,000 from it. That will leave you with They'll still leave you with $105,000. They'll still leave you $105,000 in that year. Okay, $105,000 and stuff. So You got $105,000. You paid $25,000 and stuff for the year. That's 12 months and $2,100 and stuff to pay your bills. Okay. Now, this is in your first year. This is in your first year running. Okay. You stayed consistent. You stayed consistent. You got $100,000. You got $100,000 stacked up. All right. Now, what was you supposed to do meantime? While you was out there running and you was doing things consistently and sacrificing for the house, you were supposed to get your credit straight, right? That was the next thing. Remember, you're in a lease program that you got into for zero money down, right? You have no money, you have no capital, and some way, somehow, your credit and stuff is messed up. But being that this is the first time you've been in business for yourself, then you're just going to have the regular. You're going to have the regular type of stuff on your credit. You know, medical. You know, you might have a few medical bills up there. You know, a few missed car payments, maybe even a repossession or something like that, right? It's not the end of the world, right? Now, any credit repair person can go ahead and challenge that and can get that straight. The more money you spend on that, the better chances or the better result that you'll have for your credit repair person. So that's step 2, right? That's step 2. You already in step 1, which means that you already got things set up at the house where you're doing things on a minimum basis. You're running consistently to do $2,500. That's after you clear everything and stuff on the truck, right? You're going home with $2,500. That's the goal right there, $2,500. So you're doing 25 consistently, take home, right? So you go, you get your credit and stuff straight. You get your credit and stuff straight for the whole house, because remember, this is all hands on deck. All hands on deck and stuff. That means if your wife's credit messed up, okay, well, the same person that you're talking to get your credit straight, you got to get her straight too. You got to get her straight too and stuff, right? So now you got that. Now you got that down pack and stuff. Remember, you're giving yourself 1 year before you start making any kind of moves and stuff with your money. Okay? So it'll take about 90 days to get your credit and stuff straight if you go to the right person. You got 90 days and stuff, so you're still within that 1 year window. You're still within that 1 year window and stuff. So what's the next step that you do after you're getting your credit and stuff straight? You're getting into some kind of financial literacy program. You're getting into some kind of financial literacy program. I'm not talking about waiting for Red Rooster to go live or anybody else and stuff to go live or whatever. I'm talking about those who are going to give you one-on-one. That's what I prefer. One-on-one insight about giving you financial literacy. What do you say? Fix credit before you buy a truck. A truck is not going to a top bad. Yeah, right. Absolutely. Okay, so you're making the money consistently, right? Now you got your credit stuff straight. So now you need to get into understanding financial literacy, because by the time you get the understanding of financial literacy, by the time you get to the end of that year, you'll already know what you need to do in business. You got your credit straight. You got to understand the financial literacy. You got over $100,000. Now, what is the next move and stuff, right? What is the next move? Okay. People are saying, well, wait a minute. Rooster, ain't I got to pay taxes? Because isn't that $100,000 showing profitable? Isn't that $100,000 being profitable? Yes, it is. But remember, you're starting out your business. So you can take a loss in your business for the first 3 years if you got a good CPA, which is the next person that you need to be investing into. You need to be investing into a good CPA. You need to be investing into a good CPA. The CPA will give you they'll give you a breakdown and stuff like that, because you're sitting there with $100,000. But remember, you haven't started your business yet. You haven't started your business yet. What the CPA is going to tell you. What the CPA is going to tell you. You're in a lease program, which is a 100% write-off. That means you ain't got to worry about the truck note. You ain't got to worry about the truck note. You ain't got to worry about the insurance and stuff and everything and stuff that go into your business. Now, to get your business started, you got $100,000, but $100,000 isn't going to be enough to start your business. And what am I saying about that? If you go and open up your business and stuff like that with $100,000, you will not have the people that you're buying from, right? If they say, well, we're not going to do any kind of finance and stuff, we want all our money up front, then you're not going to have the money and stuff to open up your business. So that whole $100,000 is going to be going into building up your business. But being that you're going to be financing a lot of that stuff, right? The only thing that you have to do is go in with the minimum, right? Just the down payment. You're going in with the down payment and stuff. But being that you don't roll for a whole year, and you got to understand about how to make your money and how to make your money consistently, you'll know what moves and stuff you need to make as far as like purchasing equipment. Which way am I going to go? Am I going to go and get a new truck? Am I going to go that route? Or am I going to go and get me a used truck? Just go get me a cash truck. Okay, so either route you go into and stuff, you got that $100,000 that's sitting there and stuff, ready for you to make that move to go towards your down payment. The next thing, now remember, your credit and stuff is straight, and you got an understanding about financial literacy, and you're going into the business aspect of things, not personally. Business aspect, which means that you're going to be going for a large line of credit. You're going to be going for a larger line of credit. Okay? Now, when you start networking and stuff, right? When you start taking this money and you start putting it in the bank account, like, well, which way do I need to go? Which way do I need to go and stuff? Now, as you're putting up the money in your bank account, when your account starts to hit a certain amount, that's what's going to notify the banks and a lot of other creditor institutions and stuff that you have money. They know that you have money. They're monitoring everything you do, your spending habits. They're monitoring your money, how consistently and stuff is going into your bank account. So the thing is that you don't have to look for them. They're going to come to you. That's why they call them sharks. That's why they call them sharks. You don't go looking for sharks. Sharks come look for you. If you set out the bait is your bank account. As they see your bank account and stuff begin to, you're making $2,500, you're putting the money in there consistently. Once your account hits a certain amount of stuff, then the banks will begin to contact you and stuff, and the banks will begin to contact you. Creditors and stuff will begin to contact you and stuff and let you know the things and stuff that you qualify for. Remember, you're fixing your credit, which is notifying a lot of other credit institutions and stuff that you're getting your credit and stuff on par. They're looking at your bank account and stuff like that for whatever bank that you got your money sitting in, right? It's going to notify financial institutions and stuff that you have the money that's going in there, and it's going in there consistently. They'll tell you what places you need to go to and stuff, right, in order to increase the money that's in there. Because you're having an understanding of financial literacy, you'll know which way you need to go personally in order to start residual income. There'll be a real thing for you, residual income, because you got to understand the financial literacy. You ain't got to be looking at things like cryptocurrency and cryptocurrency and stuff like that. They'll give you insight about other avenues that you can go in, right? That you can invest to put your money into and stuff, so that your money and stuff is going to work. Okay, so your money's sitting in the bank. It's notifying people that you got money, right? You got money and you're ready for the money to go to work. You get the financial literacy and stuff, so when you begin to talk to the people, with the financial institutions, creditors and stuff like that, that you know the language of finance, so that you're not getting into some kind of predatory lending, right? You can begin to speak the language and say, well, okay, you know what? Yeah, that's something good right there, because I've been studying up on it. My teacher has been giving me, insight and stuff about what moves and stuff I need to make with this money right here and how much I need to invest, right? I don't need to go all in. You can put away 7 to 10K every 2 weeks. Okay, well, that's not, that comes later. That comes later. We're talking about people who are just getting into it. They're just getting into this lease program and stuff, and they want to get a true insight on how things work. They want to know what to do with the money, instead of just sitting up there posting up on the gram or whatever on the social media and say, hey man, listen, this is what I'm making every single week. Right? You just got the money, but you're not taking the money and putting it to work. But everybody say that they want different streams of income and stuff. They want residual income, right? And so, the best way to do it and stuff is by networking and getting the understanding of those and stuff that are doing it and are putting you in the right direction, not just pointing, putting in the right direction. If you're leasing, you could put away at least $3,000 a month. Okay, right. You need to be putting away more than that. You need to be putting away more than that and stuff. But again, see, 20, that's not. It's not. You kind of minimalizing yourself and stuff when you say that, because remember, in the first year, that's when it's all. That's when it's all hands on deck and stuff. Balls to the wall. Cause see, if you're doing $3,000, okay, if you're doing $3,000 and stuff, right, a month. If you're doing $3,000 a month, that's only 36. That's $36,000 in a year. 36,000. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable and stuff, right? If you're making 25, if you're doing 25 consistently. Remember, we already took the money out and stuff for the bills and stuff that you got to pay at the house. So you're starting out again with $0. $0 bad credit. So for that first year, again, it's balls to the wall, right? You need to be putting up as much as you can and stuff, as hard as you can. Most guys cost of living way too much, driving cars that they can't afford. Right. Okay. So we're doing things we're minimizing this stuff for the first year. We're minimizing for the first year. You start note, you have $0. So you're getting that cost of living and stuff down. Like I said, we're doing a cost of living allowance of $2,100. We're doing a cost of living allowance of $2,100, right? So we multiplied that. Well, we sat there and subtracted from the $130,000. That leaves you with $105,000. Okay, so you're doing all these things and stuff within the first year. You got your money and stuff set up, right? So you got to understand the financial literacy, so on and so forth. So by the time the end of that year gets around, you'll know what you want to do. You'll know what you want to do because you'll have everything and stuff that you need. But you got to get serious in your first year. A lot of entrepreneurs and stuff, man, they say the hardest money to make is that first $100,000. That's the hardest money to make is the first $100,000, man. But once you get past that first $100,000, everything else is a breeze. Why is that? Because you'll have everything and stuff that you need. You'll have everything and stuff that you need. So when you start talking about, being a fleet owner, right? When you're talking about being a fleet owner and stuff, right? See, that's a real possibility because again, you have that line of credit. You have that line of credit stuff that's going to be going to work for you. It's not so much the money that you have, right? It's the line of credit that you have. Okay, so you're increasing that line of credit and stuff. What does that mean? Is that okay? When you're moving with your credit, right, into your business, then what you're doing is that you're making purchases and stuff with your credit, which means that you're never taking away from the money. And when everything is said and done, and you say, well, you know what? I don't want to get into this, right? But you purchased everything with your credit, meaning that you're not out of your money. So, whatever you have to sell in your business, right? You can go ahead, you can sell it. Then you dig into your capital to pay off the rest of it. You dig into your capital to pay off the rest of it. Once you pay that off and stuff, then, you're in good standings, and it didn't take all the money away from the pot. It didn't take all the money away from the pot. So, let's see. Let's make sure. So again, in the first year, remember in that first year and stuff, you're doing 2,500 consistent. So you don't need to be making any kind of plans and stuff. You don't need to be making no plans and stuff in that first year. You don't need to be making any kind of purchases or whatever, right? because you're trying to get an understanding of the business. You're trying to figure out which way you need to go, right? After that year of sacrificing, year 2, you don't have to do like you did in you didn't have to do like how you had to do in year 1. Year 1, you're getting yourself established. Year 2 is a follow-up, right? So year 2 is a follow-up. So this is where you're gonna start getting an understanding now. Now, the first year, everything is a write-off, right? Everything is a write-off. But you gave yourself an allowance of $2,100. That's your cost of living, $2,100. That's your profit right there. So you profited $25,000. You profited $25,000 for your first year. So if you take $25,000 and then you pay your taxes, let's just say you want to add your taxes on to that, right? 33%, 33 and a third, right? 33 and a third and stuff, just depending on what state and stuff you live in. But, 33 and a third and stuff, that's a worst case scenario, right? 33% of $25,000 is $8,000. It's $8,000 and stuff, right? So again, are you gonna be paying all this money in one hit? Are you gonna be paying all this money in one hit and stuff? No, you're gonna be breaking down in quarters. It's 4 quarters and stuff in a year. It's 4 quarters in a year and stuff, right? So $8,000 divided up by 4. That's a little bit over $2,000 a month. I mean $2,000 a quarter. That's $2,000 a quarter and stuff. And so, if you want to do it weekly, that's $173 a week. That's $173 a week and stuff. But again, you haven't gotten to that section yet, right? You haven't gotten to that section yet. That's year 1. Again, you're taking a loss on year 1 because you're getting your business established. But you're getting an understanding about where you would stand when you get to year 3, when you can't do any more losses. Now, year 2, you're getting yourself established and stuff, for those who sitting there talking about, well, I want to be a fleet owner and stuff like that. You'll know where you stand and stuff on that. But because you have financial literacy, I don't even have to give you the breakdown and stuff on that. You'll already know what to do, how to do it, on so on and so forth, right? It's very simple. Okay? So in year 2, you know where you stand, and then in year 3, you should already be established. You should already be established and stuff. And so, whatever moves and stuff you making, right? They are big moves. However big or however small and stuff they are, everything is understandable. Everything is understandable, and you'll know where your money and stuff stands. You know where your money and stuff stands, right? So you'll have a solid portfolio within your 3rd year. You'll have a solid business portfolio once you got that set up right there. And again, I don't have to explain it because it's self-explanatory once you get the financial literacy. But you got to first thing first, you got to get to that point. But once you have your business portfolio and stuff set up, right, that's when you can say, well, all right, you want to go after the larger contracts and stuff and so on and so forth, right? Because you have an understanding of your business about where you want to stand, about how you want to run, so on, what you want to incorporate, what you don't want to incorporate, what kind of trucks you want to run, what kind of employees, so on and so forth. You want to be a one truck, one trailer operation. You want multiple trucks and stuff like that. But again, you're getting yourself established in year 1. Now, the thing is that for those of you guys and stuff that are in relationships, both men and women, if you're in a relationship, right, whether you're married or not, if you are staying with somebody, remember, it's all hands on deck. It's all hands on deck. So as you sacrificing, if your credit and stuff, as you get your credit and stuff straight, she got to be getting her credit and stuff straight. She got to be getting her credit and stuff straight, or getting his credit and stuff straight, because you're in a partnership. So that means that, okay, listen, I need to go ahead and get you an EIN number. I need to get you an EIN number. I need to bring you in and stuff as a partner. If you don't have any kind of business that you're trying to acquire for yourself, then I need to bring you in on this trucking thing. I need to bring you in on this trucking thing and stuff, right? So now you got your partner right there. You're living in partner. Now, okay, I don't understand the trucking industry and stuff. That's what they're gonna be saying. Well, you know what? You're in there. You just need them to follow along and stuff. So as you start to get your line of credit and stuff established, they need to get their line of credit established too. Remember that they're going in the same business that you're going into. So if they open up the books and stuff to a point where they're giving you $100,000 line of credit, then well, that's actually $200,000 line of credit because you got a partner, because you got a living in partner. You know, y'all stay in the same house, you sleep in the same bed, so on and so forth. That's your partner right there. You don't need to be looking for anybody on the outside. You need to be looking from within first. So, you know, as y'all working together in tandem, right now you got that $100,000 worth of credit on your end. Now you got $200,000 because your partner, you know, your partner stuff is in with you. So as y'all begin to make moves and stuff together, you're gonna be opening up the books and stuff. Like I said, regardless of whether they're married or whether they, you know, you got living girlfriends, so on and so forth. If y'all are living together, you got a partnership. You got a partnership. If y'all don't have a partnership, y'all don't need to be living together. You know, hey, look, they need to have their place. I need to have my own place and stuff, and that's that. Y'all staying in one house. Y'all paying one set of bills and stuff like that. It's automatic partnership. If they not willing to go along and stuff with that, get rid of them. Man or woman, get rid of them. Get rid of them because it's all hands on deck. It's all hands on deck and stuff. And so while all hands on deck, that means everybody got to be pulling their own weight. Everybody got to pull their own weight because you're getting yourself established. It can't be you just the automatic breadwinner and stuff, and then you got a living in girlfriend or wife, and then your credit's straight, but that person credit is all jacked up. Because what's going to happen is that's those little monkey wrenches in the game and stuff, right? Because as you begin to get yourself established and you get to understand the financial literacy and stuff like that, but then they begin to start looking at that account. You know, they start looking at that $100,000 and stuff like that. The first thing they think, okay, well, I can go to the first Mercedes-Benz lot or BMW lot or all this other place and stuff and start, you know, filling the closet up and stuff with clothes and shoes and all that other stuff there. Oh, we need to be, you know, they're going to always be in your ear and stuff, talking about going on some vacation and stuff somewhere. Oh, man, we just need to get away. We just need to get away and stuff. Come on. Well, let's go to Europe. You know, let's go to Europe and all this exotic place because you got all, you know, you got the money. You got the money and stuff, you know, but again, getting to understand the financial literacy, you know, okay, yeah, we got the money. Yeah, we got the money, but the money is not for us to go out there and stuff and get Mercedes-Benz and all the luxury cars and stuff like that. That comes later. That comes later. We get that, but not in our first year of business. Maybe after our second year. Maybe after our second year and stuff, when we got a solid business portfolio, then yeah, we can go out there and splurge a little bit, right? But in that first year, you know, if it's not all hands on deck and you sitting there making all these moves and stuff with that money, and that money and stuff is around, you know, you know the type of people they are and stuff. You know, when you sitting there, you got a chain, you know, you taking the change out your pocket and you putting it in a water jug or something like that, you know, to hold your change and stuff, or you know, a dollar might fall out your pocket or $5 might fall out your pocket and stuff, and then they sitting over there digging in your wallet. They digging in your wallet and stuff like that, act like they ain't never had money or seen money before. If they in that type of mode right there, get rid of them. If you giving them the opportunity and the understanding to get financial literacy, and they say no, hit the bricks. Hit the bricks. Even if you got children with them, go down into social service. Take yourself up for child support, because that type of stuff right there, all it's gonna lead to is a person sitting there making an excuse. Oh man, I would have made it and stuff, right? But daggone, you know, my old lady that sat there, that took the house and the car and all that other stuff there, because they don't know how to behave and stuff when it comes to money. You know, we seen it, and it ain't no shots against nobody. It ain't no shots against nobody and stuff. I mean, you know, but we see these things far too often. When you establishing yourself in business, it's all hands on deck. So you can't be sent. So when you start talking about money, when you start having the conversation about money, then everybody and stuff is on one accord. You know, you can't be talking about it from the business aspect of things, and then your partner that's living with you and stuff, you know, they talking about it from a personal side of things. You know, you start to have conversations and stuff like that, and you know, you talking about it from the business side, and then they saying, oh man, shoot, you know, last time I checked, this how much money you had in the bank account. Not understanding from the business side, just looking at it from a personal side. Okay, well, daggone, why we can't have this, why we can't have that? These are the same people when your mail and stuff come, when your mail come and your bank statements and stuff come, that they opening them up before you do. When they send over there, you know, getting access to your bank account, you know, through your emails and stuff like that, they all linked into your email, watching your bank account and everything. You know, if you got those type of stuff around you, you ain't gonna make it. Get rid of them. Get rid of them. Because what the conversation is always going to be is somebody putting some stuff in your ear, talking about what we should be doing, where we should be going. They're going to get you deviated from business. They're going to get you deviated from business. You're going to start partying. You're going to start partying and stuff. And then, you know, when it's time to take care of business, you ain't got no money. You ain't got no money and stuff. So then that's when you got to jump up here on the social media and stuff and try to figure out, man, okay, how I'm going to talk my way out of it, because, you know, I was just showing the people and stuff up there on the gram. I got this, you know, I got this and I got that going on. Now I done lost everything. Now I done lost everything and stuff. You know, what kind of lie I got to tell, you know, that sort of thing there and stuff. You know, when, I mean, you're getting yourself established and you got to learn, okay, look, no, we ain't doing this. No, we ain't doing that. But when everybody has an understanding of financial literacy, when everybody in the house has an understanding of financial literacy, you ain't got to say no. You ain't got to say no and stuff like, well, okay, you know what? Hey, we know what it's about. We know what it's about. Okay, do you think, let's see, do you think 500K saved is hard to do in 10 years of trucking? No, it's not. No, it's not. In fact, that probably in 10 years, if you got to understand the business, then 5K and stuff is like that's you really undershot yourself. You really undershot yourself and stuff in 10 years. If you got to understand the business, then you undershot yourself real hard. Well, let's see. I thought DL was gonna come in here and stuff, man. So, you know, if y'all guys got any questions or whatever and stuff, just go and fire away. I thought DL was gonna be in here and stuff. I guess he not. So, we still gonna do another Q&A. We're still gonna do another Q&A and stuff tomorrow. So, you know, if you didn't make it today and stuff, we're gonna do another Q&A tomorrow. In fact, let's see, 9. We're still gonna be doing the same time tomorrow. We're gonna be doing the same time tomorrow and stuff. I just got a straight run tomorrow, so I pick up at 9, and then I think it's 6 hours. It's about 6 hours while I got it going and stuff. So, you know, but yeah. So remember, it's all hands on deck. It's all hands on deck and stuff, man. You know. If you sitting there and stuff, if you got a live-in girlfriend or whatever and stuff like that, and then the only thing that they good for is just having sexual relations, you know, they got people out there that do that type of stuff there, and you can do it for far cheaper. You ain't got to sit there and put them in no house or buy them no car or none of that stuff there, you know. Hey, it's all business at the end of the day. So, you know, you're trying to be a minimalist, right? You ain't got to have live-in sex. I'm just keeping it real. You ain't got to have somebody living with you and stuff, you know, just to have sex. Cause that's all it is at the end of the day. You got people out there and stuff, man, that got, they understand that that's the business aspect of things and stuff. You go ahead and take care of what you got to take care of and stuff, and then, just move on, right? You go your way, I'm gonna go mine, and that's that. I'll see you next week or next month, or whenever stuff I need. You in a relationship, you got a live-in girlfriend or wife, or you got a live-in girlfriend or wife, or live-in husband, boyfriend, and you trying to get yourself established in business, then it's all hands on deck. If they're not talking about, you giving them the opportunity to come in to financial literacy and stuff like that, and they're not getting with the program and stuff like that, then why you in a relationship? What kind of relationship and stuff is that? All right, so here's the other thing that I want to talk about and stuff, right? I'll be covering it again tomorrow and stuff if you missed it today, about these loans and stuff, right? You're getting all these loans and stuff, and these loans are set up at 1%. You got a 1% interest on the loan, or you got loan forgiveness, so on and so forth, right? You guys that got these PPP loans and stuff like that, listen up, okay? Whether you get the loan or whether you save your money, if you're in a position to say that I'm about to go out here and purchase some equipment, this is what you have to get in your head, is that if you got the money to purchase the truck, if you got the money to purchase the truck or any piece of equipment, and they give you the opportunity to finance the equipment, finance it, because there is no benefit. There is no benefit on paying your equipment off and stuff just for the sake of saying that I have ownership of something, but you don't know exactly what you're going to be doing with said equipment. This is why you finance, because if they're giving you the opportunity to be in possession of the equipment, if they give you the opportunity to be in possession of the equipment, and you have a chance to learn while you earn, then that's the way that you need to go and stuff, right? Because the reality is that you do have the money to pay the equipment off. The only thing that you're doing, you're just breaking it off. And so they say you got a 36-month, if you got a 36-month term, then you take the money that you have and break it up into 36 payments. That's it. You're breaking it up into 36 payments. But the thing is that you got money that you can borrow against now, right? Because when you're making the payment, that's the minimum that they need and stuff, right? In order to say, okay, yeah, you can keep the equipment. You can keep the equipment, right? Now, it doesn't mean that you got to ride it out the term, but if they're giving you the opportunity to keep the money, then you got the money. Now it's time for you to go to work with the money. It's time for you to go to work with the money. That's why you take that money there and stuff and invest it in other things and stuff in business, okay? You want to get into these business classes and stuff like that, you already got the money that you was going to use to pay the truck off, right? You can go ahead and take some. You can take some from it. You can take some from it because you're using it for business, which is going to give you the understanding on how to put the money and stuff back, or to make the money more abundantly, right? But you need the money and stuff now to go into those classes and stuff. Now, if you bought the truck straight out, then you just own the truck and you ain't got no money other than what you got to do at work. So you're working to make the money. But if you need the money now to get into these certain classes and stuff, like, okay, hey man, I got 20 openings. They're not going to be waiting 6 or 7 months and stuff to when you say, okay, yeah, I got the money now and stuff to go into the class. Whatever financial literacy program you got to go into and stuff, right? If they got the opening to go in there and you need the money now, you already got it sitting in the bank. You're investing it in yourself or in your business. So, meanwhile, you're getting that understanding there and stuff to get an understanding of the financial literacy, which is the money that you already got sitting in there in the cut, ready to, what you was going to pay the truck off with, right? But you're just paying it in sections. So it's not like you got to worry about the finance man, because you already got the money sitting in the bank without you even having to work. It's just you got 28 days and stuff, right? And then 28 days it's time to make the payment. So then you just take a little bit from the money that you already got. But being that you're working and stuff, you can either go about it one or two ways. You can either take it from the money you already have or the money that you're earning in your business. But the thing is that you're not completely broke, right? You got the money set aside and stuff to move into other endeavors and stuff, which will eventually make you more money in your business. That's what banks and stuff do, right? So, people, I don't like making payments. I don't like making payments and stuff like that. Well, I mean, you got to make payments and stuff regardless. If you're going to be in business, you can't, when you got, if you projected to make a certain amount of money, you're not going to sit there and cut, come January and stuff in the first quarter, you're not going to sit there and cut a check to the hour, to Fed and to the states and say, here you go. Right? Because I don't like paying, I don't like making payments. So I'm going to go ahead and cut you a check projected on based upon you ain't going to do that. You ain't going to do that and stuff. You're going to file your stuff every quarter. You're going to file your stuff every quarter and stuff. And so, all right, your CPA is going to tell you how much you owe, and then you're going to cut the check and send it in, right? You're going to have to always do that. You're going to have to always do that and stuff. So, I mean, for a person to sit there and say they don't like making payments and stuff, then, man, business is just not the route for you to go. Because you're always going to have to be cutting a check to somebody, right? And so, it's never going to be something in full. It's never going to be something in full because you don't know what you're going to make. You'll sit there and cut, even if you're paying on the IRS every quarter and stuff, right? When it's time to sit there and file, you might have sat there and paid too much and they sending you a check back. They sending you a check back and stuff, even if it ain't but like, a couple hundred, about $100, maybe $200 and stuff, but you paid $100, $200 more. So, when people start saying that, man, I'm like, dude, you don't want to get into business then. You talking about, man, I don't want to make no payments and stuff like that. I mean, you're going to always be making payments. Everything that you do in business, you're going to be making payments because, unless you just got so much insight on your business to a point that's, okay, yeah, I know this is what I'm going to make right here. So I'm just going to cut one big check to this person, one big check to that person and be done with it. Nobody's that good, not yet. Nobody's that good. And the way they be changing up these tax laws and stuff like that, that's just what you need. To sit there and send all that money and stuff, and then you didn't have to send it because you qualified and stuff for a tax break, that would have saved you and stuff about another 10 grand, right? But you went on ahead and cut the check anyway because, I don't like making payments. That's how deep it is and stuff, man. So if you don't get your mind right, your mentality right to a point where, hey, look, I got to make these payments. What it is that you're probably afraid of the fact that when it's time to pay, you ain't gonna have the money. And you got to get out of that mindset too and stuff. Yeah, things happen. That's why you put your money away. That's why you put your money away and you save. So when them hard times and stuff come, you're still able and stuff, you're still able to do what you got to do. Because there's too many examples and stuff of that. And they saying, well, daggone, this man done fell flat on his face. He done fell flat on his face. That might be me. That might be me, man. Daggone, dude. I ain't trying to sit there and make all these payments and stuff every month. These payments, they going to start kicking my tail. Because what you did, you just, you purchasing stuff that you really can't afford. You got it, and then you found out, oh, well, man, this was a bad idea. Going to get that Mercedes-Benz or that BMW and stuff, that was a bad idea. I like the car guys, it's dope, but then, shoot, these car payments and stuff kicking my tail now, You in that situation there and stuff, man. I mean, you're gonna always want stuff. You're gonna always want stuff. And thing is that it's not like it's out of reach. It's not like it's out of reach and stuff, man. But you got to have a business mentality to say, well, you know what, my things and stuff that I do ain't based upon luck. It's not based upon luck and stuff. Making a calculated assessment making a calculated assessment, it doesn't make, it's not that, well, making a calculated assessment doesn't mean that you're going on blind faith and stuff like that. You understand the business and you're saying, okay, these are some of the possibilities that I might run into in my financial endeavors. So I might want to equate this into I might want to equate this and stuff, man, into my final assessment about the things I'm gonna be doing in my business overall. So look at it from that and stuff. You're gonna always be hard at work. Always. That mind and stuff, that mind is gonna be working 24 hours, 365. If you can't deal with that and stuff, man, then it ain't no point of you trying to get into business. Your mind is gonna always be at work. Your mind is gonna always be at work and stuff, man. It's gonna be like a refrigerator. Constantly running and stuff, man, because when you sitting there, you working those figures and stuff like that, man, you come up with some good ideas. But like, wait a minute, yeah, some stuff might be a little hasty, but because that mind is always working, that mind always sharp, I said, wait a minute, no, dude, hey, you need to think this over and stuff, man. The numbers might be wrong. And stuff, and then you underestimate it or you overestimate it. No, this ain't a good idea right now. Or yeah, this a great idea. I'm glad that if I didn't think about it and stuff like that, I wouldn't have been able to make that move and stuff. I made this purchase and I'm glad I did. I'm glad I caught at this time here, because you looking around now and stuff and like, man, dang, I got it for this amount right here, and guys paying $20,000, $30,000 more for something. And you basically got the same thing. But because you move now, you look at your numbers, your facts, and your figures and stuff, you talk to the right people. Okay, yeah, it was time to make that move and stuff. That was a good move right there. But fellas, if y'all got any questions and stuff, man, go ahead and fire away. Go ahead and fire away and stuff. I guess DL didn't make it tonight, so we still gonna do a Q. So if you ain't got anything and stuff today, don't worry about it. We still gonna be doing a Q&A tomorrow. We're gonna be doing a Q&A tomorrow and stuff, and Friday hopefully and stuff. So it's gonna be Q&As and stuff for a while. It's gonna be Q&As for a while and stuff, right, Kai? They say, well, you elders, you guys and stuff, y'all don't get up here and stuff and be asking. Y'all don't be answering our questions. Y'all don't be answering our questions and stuff. So I'm like, shoot, hey, for the last couple live feeds and stuff, everything I've been doing is Q&As. So like I said, don't feel bad if you ain't got the question right now and stuff. Then just give it time. My contact information and stuff, is up there on my YouTube page. Like I said, text me, let me know, who you are and what the subject matter is and stuff like that, and I'll let you know and stuff when I got time. Because I'm gonna make time and stuff, and then we'll go into dialogue about whatever it is and stuff that you want to cover. If you need that one-on-one. All right, fellas, if y'all ain't got anything and stuff, man, I'm gonna go and wrap it up here. Go grab me something to eat, and we'll do the same. We'll do the same thing tomorrow around the same time. Another Q&A section. Okay, well, gentlemen, y'all take it easy. Y'all have a good evening. This your man right here, the one, the only, that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. Telling you as always, continue to do your research, fact-finding studies. Honest on your skills every day. Till next time we talk, next time we meet. Be safe, be easy. Peace out.